Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Robb here for Southwest Florida Television. Well, if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm down on the beach in Pelican Bay in North Naples, Florida. This is the North Beach. We're going to take a little stroll along the shore here. See how the morning develops. It's really nice out here right now. 77 degrees. Nice little breeze coming in from the north, and it's going to be picking up. The breeze is going to be increasing throughout the day. Going to get up to 90 degrees, maybe some rain this afternoon. There's some very spotty, tiny little showers way out in the Gulf right now. Nothing around us. Right now, directly above me is clear skies. But you can see there's a few little clouds rolling through. They're calling for mostly sunny skies. For the beginning of the morning anyway. I'll look back to the east. Hopefully my connection will hold here. This is a very spotty cellular service here. But I like this part of the beach in Pelican Bay, this reserve area, where there's no homes or condos out on the beach. It's about a mile long, about the length of Delnor-Wiggins Pass State Park. Oh, I don't know if I can zoom in. Watch all these birds flying through. Look at them out there. Can you see them? Not sure what they are. Did you see all those white birds going through and some pelicans flying through here? All heading down towards Clam Pass. Beautiful. Getting some colors way down to the south there. Wish you were here walking the beach with me. That water temperature, it's actually gone up a degree. It's up to 86. The tide on its way out. We got probably another 4 hours, maybe 4 hours and 15 minutes or so before low tide. Water's kind of churned up because of the little bit of wave action we're seeing. The surf will probably get a little rougher as that wind starts to shift around and come out of a westerly direction. It's all because of those storms over in the Atlantic. We're not really going to be affected by them anything much, just a little breezier. The other coast, the other side of Florida, now they're going to see more effects from those hurricanes than us. But thank goodness it looks like both hurricanes are going to be just hanging a right-hand turn and heading out into the Atlantic. Let's hope that forecast holds true. Gorgeous colors. They're gorgeous colors. Man, that's beautiful. Probably about, 3/4 of a mile away from Clam Pass here. About 3/4 of a mile, maybe north of the pass. I love Clam Pass. Wiggins Pass, Clam Pass. I love my two passes here in North Naples. It Delnor-Wiggins just gorgeous the past few mornings with all the birds. Now we're not getting our extra low tides in the mornings, so the birds will be out later. Oh, here comes a bunch of pelicans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. 4. Keep your eyes peeled. They're coming right up towards me here. See them? Going down low. 4 of them. And up they go. It's so beautiful watching those pelicans in flight. Those formations of pelicans, us old timers here in Naples, we refer to them as the Naples Air Force. Those beautiful pelicans, brown pelicans. The majority of the pelicans we have. And we do have some white pelicans, but they're usually a little more up to the north. I'm pushing my luck here walking down the beach as far as my connection goes. Quiet here as far as ospreys. I passed by a couple osprey stands here, the nests. There's one coming in right into the center of the screen there. No ospreys in. I haven't heard any ospreys yet this morning. Here comes a lone pelican all by itself. Love watching those pelicans. They're so beautiful in flight. And then they just stop and dive bomb their prey, their meal. It's fun watching them feeding a big group of them. That sky is gorgeous. Everything, the colors are just gorgeous. Those soft blues, those pastel colors this morning, that powder blue sky. No better place to be in the morning than on the beach. Just you, Mother Nature, and Mother Ocean, and the great Creator. The lullaby of the waves. The serotonin in the air that they're kicking up. Gotta love it. A little early morning beach then. Just enough light out here now to get a video. An osprey coming up over my head here. Being quiet. Flying into the wind. I've only passed 2 people walking so far this morning. Oh, I take that back, 3. If by chance I lose my connection, I'll try to restart a new live feed. So just stay tuned. keep checking back if my video just ends abruptly here. Hopefully that won't happen. Can't tell if this is an osprey. Yeah, that's an osprey right there. Thought it was going to dive down onto a fish. That's why they're not in the nests. They're out on the hunt this morning. Where's our dolphins? They should be out on the hunt. Nice walking here. Some nice hard sand to walk on. There's a nice strip of hard sand. See the wet sand over on the right. And you got the soft sand over on the left. Oh, there's that slow connection. And then there's shells all along here and shells all along here. But this is like a nice hard sidewalk right in here. Really nice. It's just like a sandy sidewalk. Actually pretty cool. Hi Eddie, good morning. Karen, good morning. Randy, good morning. Connie, good morning. I just flipped the comments on here. Ryan, good morning. Ryan, you ever gonna make it back down here to Naples? Need to get out on that sunset cruise with us if you make it down here. Just another glorious morning here in paradise. Wow, there's two birds up in the sky. They're way, way, way up there. Flying to the south. Anybody wishing they were out here with me right now? One or two of you, maybe. Hey Beth, good morning. I don't think we're going to see Daryl on here this morning. I think he's sleeping in. I hear an osprey back in the woods. That's the first one I've heard. Back in the trees somewhere. Well, I'm not too far from Clam Pass. I might make it there. Keep your fingers crossed. Other than being churned up, the water's not looking bad. It's just cloudy because of the wave action stirring up the bottom. So I can't see those schools of fish that we saw the last time we were down here. Remember all those fish? Man. There are so many fish in this water. It's unbelievable. Different types and sizes, from little teeny hatchlings the size of your fingernail on up to 3-4 foot snook. Ha! Good 30-inch snook swimming around out here. Something just came up right there. Something just popped up right around this old tree branch down there. That little snowy egret, it got its attention and it walked away. Karen, good morning. Beautiful Monday morning here in North Naples. There are some folks over on the other side of the state and out, like in Bermuda and stuff. Looks like they're going to be getting, the Bahamas, they're getting a good lashing from those storms. Keep those folks in your thoughts and prayers. Keep all of our fellow Americans that have lost their family members due to all this senseless violence that's going on. Keep them in your thoughts and prayers. It's just getting horrible now. The things you're hearing on the news, all these shootings, these mass shootings. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. This got to come to an end, people. All this bickering and name calling has got to come to an end, or things are going to get really bad. Jeff, good morning. My Ohio friend. Just tuning in, I'm down at the south end of the North Beach in Pelican Bay, not too far from Clam Pass now. That sun still trying to make its way up over the treetops, but beautiful. 77 beautiful degrees right now. I'm going to get up to 90. Breezy. Water temperature 86. I don't know if you can see in the distance there, but Clam Pass is just ahead of me now. Right up there. I really didn't have any intentions of walking to Clam Pass this morning. But I needed some beach time. I needed some of that special beach time. Little willet bird taking off. Deborah, good morning. This beach is getting a little skinnier down here. starting in November, they're going to be bringing in sand and renourishing, widening Vanderbilt Beach again. So be ready for that if you're coming down for the holidays. They'll probably be there throughout the holidays. It's always an inconvenience for beachgoers, for sure. It only lasts, all that new sand they put down seems to only last a few years at the most. No sandbars out here for the birds to hang out on this morning. Now what's going to happen is our lower of our two low tides each day are going to be happening now later in the day and then more into the evening. So maybe we'll be able to get a good sunset walk in one of these evenings on the sandbar, Delnor-Wiggins. Monday Night Football. I'm not a big football fan, but I know a lot of you are. Those colors are just spectacular. Good morning, Kathleen. Robert, good morning. Eric, good morning. Look how empty this is. This is true paradise. I said there's one beach walker coming down here. So now this is going to be the 5th person I've seen walking the beach. 6th. I saw a man walking by here a little while ago, so this will be the 6th person coming down the beach. This is a beautiful walk, especially when you get past all the buildings. From Vanderbilt Beach Park down to Clam Pass, I don't think it's not quite 2.5 miles, it's close. It's a good walk. It's 2.5 miles if you park in that parking garage and walk down. So if you want to get a 5-mile walk in, that's a nice walk. And it's usually a nice reward when you get down to Clam Pass. There's usually something always beautiful to see down here. Usually birds. Sometimes you'll see some dolphins when the water's deep like this at high tide. The dolphins get back into the pass. So I'm not going to push my luck and go around the corner. That's where I have problems with my connection when I get to the pass. But I'll give you a peek around the corner. Whoa, something, big fish just came running through here, chasing after something, little fish. Couldn't tell what it was, but it just came skipping across here. It's been a beautiful walk so far, don't you think? I think that might be worth a tip. Maybe some Facebook stars. What do you think? Remember who gets up early and does all the walking for you. Boy, those clouds are getting a little color in them. Just beautiful. Look at that. Can look like little orangish yellow cotton balls floating through. These are actually kind of connected to the hurricanes out there on the other side of the coast, if you look at the radar. They're all moving slowly that way now, down to the south. But that'll change later. They'll start moving this way more from a northwest direction, heading to the southwest. Or southeast, duh. The Sandbar, it's a private club for the folks that live in Pelican Bay. Got an indoor restaurant, outdoor restaurant and bar. This beach that we've been walking down, it's all a private beach. You're allowed to walk out by the water, but you can't go sit up on the beach there. It belongs to Pelican Bay. But you can walk down along the shore. Nobody owns that. Well, you own it, and I own it. We all own it. Tim, good morning. Welcome to our Southwest Florida Television Beach family. Just coming up to Clam Pass, out the south end of the North Beach in Pelican Bay. Remember, if I lose you, it's because I lost my cellular connection down here. It happens, unfortunately. There's an osprey down here. It's got its favorite spot that it sits on. A little railing on top of one of the buildings here. Ooh, look at all these birds coming out of the pass. I don't know what way they're going. Where did they go? Ooh, they look like skimmers. I don't know if you can see them down there. They're way down there. Yeah, it's hard to see them. Maybe we'll get a little closer to them. The sky is just so beautiful. Those blues right there. That's all right. those blues. How would you describe those blues? What color blues do you see? How many different shades of blue do you see there? Even in the water. Beautiful blend of color. See now at low tide, there's a sandbar out in here, and it's just full of birds. If you look close, you can kind of see the waves rolling over it out there. Wow. Ooh, I just saw the sun peeking through the building over here. This is their outdoor bar at the Sandbar. Whoa, it is bright. Just coming through under the roof there. See it? Good morning, sunshine. This is kind of cool. See that little building down there in the center of the screen? It's called The Nest. I don't know what it is. A store. I don't know what it is, what they sell in there. But you see that railing that up on the roof? You see the osprey sitting up there at the nest? You see it sitting up there? Just to the right, to the center of the screen. Every time I've been down here lately, I see it sitting there. You might get a closer look at it, I'll see. This is the pass. We're looking across the pass now. We're looking at Clam Pass Park on the other side. Clam Pass Park Beach. Looks like a whole bunch of skimmers sitting out in that patch of sunlight at the end of the beach there. The black skimmer birds. That's Seagate Beach, the condos there. And as I pan around, you're gonna see the condos in Park Shore. That's the mouth. We're looking across the mouth of Clam Pass now, down to the south. Good view of the concrete jungle. Back out to that wide mode and get a little closer to the pass. This is where my signal starts getting iffy. The water's very, very dark here as that tide goes out. You'll always find the water very dark, a reddish brown color around the passes as the tide's going out. It's a combination of the tannins and the mangroves and the backwaters, and also pollutants from the runoff. We have a lot of runoff now going into our back bays during our rainstorms, bringing who knows what, dumping who knows what into the water, unfortunately. Well, I had no idea that I was going to be down here at Clam Pass this morning, but I'm glad I am. The beach got shaved away here. Holy mackerel. So what, a year ago they rebuilt this beach. They brought in tons of sand. Now it's all gone already. You see a lot of black skimmers and maybe some terns or seagulls sitting next to them. Right about in the center of the screen now, just coming into the center, that black line, that's all skimmer birds. Well, mostly skimmer birds, the dark black ones. All the old tree stumps that are getting uncovered. Can you imagine? That's where the trees used to be, way out here. That's the Naples Grand, the building with the angled roof. What us locals still call the registry, at least I do. It's another nice walk up to that side of the pass. You come in down at Seagate Beach and walk up. It's not a super long walk. Nice place to be for sunrise. Wiggins Pass, Clam Pass, two wonderful places to be for sunrise. Turtle Patrol, I heard them going by behind me, making their rounds. All by himself this morning. Turtle season is wrapping up. I don't know how many nests we have left here on Vanderbilt Beach and this side of Pelican Bay Beach. Not many. But you can see how dark brown that water is here as the tide goes out. So we look at the sky, you know, we look up at the beautiful sky. We'll look up that, see if I can get a look at that beautiful osprey over here. It's nodding its head, looking at me, checking me out. See if I can get you in a little closer on it up there. I can probably get a little closer. That's as close as I can get with this little old iPhone. But you get the idea. The beautiful osprey. Waiting for just the right opportunity to pounce on an unsuspecting fish out there. Yeah, they turn their head 180 degrees. Just amazing. Oh, I'm glad I zoomed in when I did. Oh boy. Ooh, hang on. There's a whole bunch of birds launched over there. Didn't mean to give you a whiplash. They're just so far away this morning. There's that gorgeous sun back here. Just coming up over the trees. I love it. I wish you were here. You enjoying the views? Share, share, share. You see all the birds? You see them all? They're coming back to the point over there. They're quite a ways away. The iPhones can only do so much. Some pelicans. Glorious, glorious, glorious. Again, what you're looking at that's the beach at Clam Pass Park, the north end of it. Ooh, they just took off. They just do that, just boom, they take off all of a sudden. And they go out and they circle around in the Gulf and then they usually come back. It's so cool watching the skimmers do that. I have a really cool video, I'm sure you've seen it, of the skimmers doing that. They just sit there and then they just take off, boom, back and forth. That is so cool. Well, they had a gorgeous sight. I'm getting ready to wrap it up here. Stars and tips, my friends, greatly appreciated. If you appreciate my efforts and want to see them continue, think about it. Now's when those tips really, really are needed. Bill time, the end of the month. Hey Beth, I didn't have the comments on there. Albert, good morning. Gotta watch where I'm walking here. A lot of things sticking up out of the ground. There's a little clump of a sandbar right out in the middle of the pass. Oh, I hear the mosquito control helicopter coming. Yeah, it stirred up all the birds.